Okay, we're joined by the national champion Wisconsin Badgers. Coach, if you'd give us an opening statement.
Epic weekend. Just an epic weekend. So happy for these guys and the other seniors. Stage isn't big enough to bring all of those guys back, but they came back for a goal and a dream, and had some adversity along the way, and were rewarded. It was a heck of a match. Just a absolute grind, and that's how it should be, right? I guess to do this. Just a unbelievable performance by Nebraska. Unbelievable performance by our kids as well. It was every player putting their entire heart and soul into a match. It's great.
Okay, we'll open up for questions. Middle left.
For the players, this is the day you've dreamed of. How's reality compared to that dream?
I honestly don't think it's set in yet. I kind of imagine dropping to the floor and crying, and I just kind of stood there in shock. And maybe that's a testament to just because we have played that moment over and over again in our minds. I think every single one of us. So, I think for now we're just going to really enjoy this, soak it all in. Wow, last time wearing a Wisconsin jersey. Just going to really enjoy it, and it'll sink in a couple of days.
Okay, middle right.
Jacob Myers, Columbus Dispatch. Lauren, 14-11 in the fifth set, there was a timeout, and then obviously that challenge after you guys thought you had won. What were the emotions like there, and then finally the final point falling? Just what was kind of that whole event like?
Yeah, during the challenge, we kind of just kept making eye contact with each other, looking at each other in the eye and saying, all right, if this doesn't go our way, we're still playing volleyball. We haven't done anything yet. Game's not over. So we really just kept our level of play the same. We stayed composed, and it didn't go our way. And you can show how in it we still were, because our blockers didn't let the ball cross the net half the time. It came over. We took care of the free ball, didn't put it down. We took care of the pass right away too. If we think we win it, we might not take care of the pass. We don't take care of the pass, but I thought we did a really good job staying in it.
We'll go up here in the front, and then we'll go to the far right. Right here.
Tedrick with the Volleyball Project. Dana, what is it like playing in front of 19,000 people and millions around the world to see you win the championship? What is that like?
Feels amazing, honestly. I haven't really put too much thought into the people around us. I was really just focused on our team. Because if you get in those moments and you look around, you're like, wow, this is big. We've prepared for this. We play in an environment every single night that prepares us for this. The Big Ten Conference prepares us for this. It's really awesome to think. Little story, but when we were walking down the red carpet coming into the match, I really got choked up because just of how many people are behind us and supporting us. It was truly incredible to see. And we know we have all of our loved ones, but just really see it on the biggest stage and the biggest moments for us, what we've worked for all those years. It was pretty emotional, but I think it was crazy. It feels awesome.
Stay on the right there.
Sydney, over here. You had talked yesterday about how you envisioned this moment so many times, the dog pile, the confetti. It was kind of weird because there really was no dog pile. The confetti was delayed. Was
The whole dream was gone.
Was the whole thing kind of just, what did you feel in that moment?
I think like what Dana said, it was still kind of shock, and we kind of got to celebrate that moment twice because we thought we won, and then it was like, wait, no, you didn't. So then we got to kind of do two celebrations. So, I think most of it was just shock, and then you look around, you see everyone's crying, and you can just see how much love there is with every single person on this team, and the fans were incredible, and an amazing moment. I'll never forget just seeing how happy my teammates were, and that's the best feeling.
Okay, here middle right.
Kelly, it took a while for Dana to get going. I think it was 3 kills through 2 sets, but obviously the block was huge tonight. Just, I guess, what did it mean to you to kind of see your defense step up to the challenge, knowing how good Nebraska's defense is, like you said yesterday?
Their defense is really good. I think everybody saw that. The effort by both teams. This was just unbelievable defense. We got 24 blocks. I mean, that is just, that is crazy against a team like that. The thing is, everybody kind of did their part. You know, it was, here, how can I contribute? You know, and so, you know, Devin and Dana had some tough time scoring, but yet huge on the block, right? And, you know, Yulia had a tough time scoring, but so many of those balls were targeted right at her, you know, and she kind of settled down a little bit and got into a groove, and so much of that. It's, you know, this wasn't a pretty stat, but this was, I mean, there's so much to take from this. I mean, just, it was really, really good volleyball out there. Barnesy defensively was just, I mean, holy cow. Just the entire weekend of how many balls that you're thinking, well, this is going to go down. And out of the phone booth with her cape, she comes and fights to keep the ball off the floor. I thought Sid was moving the ball around and continuing to give them different looks. And then Jade got us going in the 5th. I mean, we got a big lead. You know, her short serve really gave them some issues. It wasn't something we did an awful lot of, but she goes back there in the beginning of the 5th set and just puts ball after ball after ball. And you know, there was a lot of really good things that were happening.
And Lauren, in the first set and a half or so, you guys had some problem in serve receive, and Sydney was setting a lot of balls off the net. What do you think just changed from there? It seemed like the offense really got going in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th set.
I just really think we kind of stuck to our training and stuck to what we know. Having that reminder, all 3 of us in the rotation always remind each other, all right, stick to our training, let's hold this pass, let's fight this up. But they had some great servers, and once we say, good on you, all right, now let's see you try to do it again. I think just reminding each other of that really helped us stick with it, and just reminding each other we're here with you, and kind of we pass as a system. There's no individual passing out there. Passing as a system is when we are at our best. So just continuing to remind each other of that and sticking together.
Okay, we'll go front left and then back left.
Yeah, this is for Dana. That 2nd set, you guys are down 13-7, battled back, and then I believe you faced 4 set points there. If you lose that set, you're down 0-2. Can you just talk about that battle and winning that one 31-29?
Yeah, that was definitely an epic battle. That was just really good volleyball. It was so back and forth. It was kill, kill, block. Yeah, and I think we don't fight through that if not every single person on our team believes that we can. And we know we perform well in those moments. We know that when the game's on the line, people really step up to the plate. Doesn't matter what position or how old you are. That's something that's really special about our team, and that doesn't happen unless every single person believes that we can win that set. And we pulled it out with some clean volleyball.
Okay, we'll go back left and then far right.
Dana, you remember back before the season when you were like just making them all live in limbo and you couldn't decide if you were coming back, and Sydney couldn't decide if she was going to get her lease renewed, and
Yeah.
Finally, worth it?
Oh my gosh, 100% worth it. It just like this feeling in this team. It's been some ups and downs, and I know every team experiences that, but this group is just so special. And I think it's one thing to really think about being a national champion and training to be a national championship. That's one thing. Then being a national championship is another. And we really did that. So that was awesome, and I'm just so thankful that this group of seniors came back and we got the job done.
We did do that. We did.
We did that.
Okay, far right.
Kelly, they're all celebrating out there, and you went and sat on the bench. You looked like you were just exhausted, elated. Can you take us through that moment where you just, I don't know, was it shock? What was it?
I wanted to take it in. You know, this is about them. You know, it's about the team, and you know, seeing the joy in their faces and the love for each other. You know, I want it's with a little bit of exhaustion as well. But yeah.
Okay, we'll go front left.
Yeah, Coach, I guess could you put in perspective what this means on your first season with Lauren making the championship match, then a couple years ago losing, getting this close? You said we've been so close, painfully close the other day. Now that pain's over. Can you put that in perspective both for you and for this whole program, even going back to the Steve Lowe days?
This team stands on the shoulders of the alums that have come before them. The example, the hard work. We stand on the shoulders of the coaches that have been here prior to us. We're uplifted by an incredible fan base that is so passionate and supportive. This is the ultimate team effort.
Okay, we'll pause here real quick and check in on Zoom.
Thank you, Dan. No questions on Zoom at this time.
Okay, we'll go middle right.
Kelly, Anna didn't quite hit 700 plus tonight, but she's 14 kills, 28 swings, most outstanding player of the tournament. Just her performance as a freshman on the stage.
She didn't flinch, and she wasn't the only one that didn't flinch. It's, excuse me. She was, you know, for a kid that just turned 18, I mean, she was obviously pretty comfortable in the environment, which is really impressive. I thought all of our young kids were. I thought we were a little bit jittery, trying a little bit too hard out of the gates, and we settled down. I thought we were really good at in-game situations. There at the end, you know, the sets that we lost, we came back to get really, really close and just too far back. But I loved how we were in game. I thought we were really clean in that area. We were confident. We were working together. It was unbelievable team effort. You know, with Anna, it's, you know, that's one of the things with middles is you got to be able to, you got to have the ball control as well. And Dana will be the first one to say that. And you know, we handled the ball really, really well when Anna especially was in the front row. You know, we got a little bit of an advantage with her height. And but it was a special tournament for her. She didn't flinch.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.